job. It will be very basic task, but it's really great practice for understanding colors, and we will be supporting ourselves with, of course, a color wheel. So this image, when I opened, it looked that way. So have a look at first and think what's missing over here. We have dominant oranges and it looks flat. Simply speaking, this looks a bit flat. But when I look at the background, I can see it gives me some opportunities of getting maybe some of the bluish tones. And I did that, and of course I'm going to show you what I did over here with this just simple steps using adjustment layers. So first thing, what am I doing? Let's have a look. I'm taking a sample of the. I'm going to choose a brush, press Alt or Option, and I got this orange color. And this is hue 24. I'm checking this value over here. And then I'm going to the website that I want to support myself. And before, I chose different sample, but it was very similar, right? 31 hue. The dress has the hue somewhere between 25, maybe 24 actually, up to 30. So you can look in this range that the perfect complementary color for these oranges will be sort of cyan. And I'm going to try to restore these colors, and we will see if this works better for our image. So okay, we did that, and how I could do this? I often start just with the simple color balance. Color balance helped me to define some colors that barely exist on the image. So let's open color balance, and now I won't be doing anything with masks. We will wait till the other lessons, and I'm just going to have a look what I can restore from the shadows. And I'm really happy that it affects a lot. It also affects the orange color, but in this case I'm really happy because this orange was slightly too strong. So I'm going to restore some of the cyan and blue for the shadows, but blue actually, in this case, opposite, and brings up more orange. Let's see also what midtones gives us. So I'm just going to test, I'm not going to lie, it's just a simple test. I'm just going to test what can I do, what can I do using this. And highlights, I don't know if we can restore much from highlights, and that would be way too strong, as you can see, and we're affecting the face. So I won't be really working with highlights on that. The two things slightly on the midtones, and a little bit more for the shadows, because it's mostly located in the shadows. So okay, I got this even more, and we got this cyan. I'm going to see that I actually affected some of the colors on the dress. The very simple thing how you can resolve it, often change just blending mode to color, because then you only affect the colors and you don't affect the light. So even we affected colors slightly, we not changing contrast that exists on the image. But it's of course up to you. If you will like this more contrasting result, which I think is pretty good, you can stay with that. Other thing is, I still feel the orange is too dominant, is way too dominant. So there's a few simple steps how you can do this. I showed you before the example, I like to work with vibrance, so it gives me really good control, and vibrance actually, as you can see when we go down, it prevents the natural skin color, as you can see, so it prevents some orange, so it's actually going to very little affect the orange. The other method, which could be even maybe better, I'm going to do this hue saturation, and we're not going to use master in this case, but we're going to look at the colors. And it would be easy if the color would be red or one of these colors that exist over here, but we don't have them. We have different choice though. We need to find the colors that barely exist on the image. We have plenty reds, we have a lot of yellows, we have some of the greens on the background, not that much, cyans as well, and blues. I have choice. I would go with greens of magenta to define the color of the dress. I feel I might have some of the green over here. So I'm going with magenta. I'm going to choose this eyedropper and I'm just going to hit on the dress. And as you can see, it changed the name into reds too. We don't have magentas anymore. So this color, as you can see, it's very simple to take down saturation from the dress if we think it's too saturated. So if you feel it's dominant, you take in this using this method. And I really think it's nicely balanced right now. Now, after we actually define some color by color balance, I never start with selective color if I don't see actual colors on the image. But now we see them. So if you want to improve more, the perfect choice will be selective color for you. And we can go with cyan, which we already have, and we can just improve as we like it. We can improve cyan, we can take down yellows if we want this, but I wouldn't go so far. I would just add maybe slightly more cyan for the better balance. And with these few simple steps, working with two colors which are complementary with each other, we got from this to this. And I have proof, and I believe you have, that complementary colors are super powerful. So let's move into something maybe more complicated, something that will have different colors, maybe even some portrait image.